This is William Robinson for FirewallHair.com. We're at Wizard World Austin, and we're talking with
Samara Barks of Mixed Hues.
Lauren Rubin of Not Cool Company.
And they are here at this lovely booth at Wizard World Austin, and they're going to give some tips for the first time convention goer of what they should prep and how to get things going. Now, Sam, what would you tell someone that they've never been to a con before what to expect?
Expect a lot of colors, a lot of people, a lot of costumes, a lot of walking.
Yeah, bring good shoes.
The first rule of Comic-Con, comfortable shoes. Don't wear heels that you can't walk in all day. Don't wear stuff that pinches your feet. Comfortable shoes, comfortable clothes. If you're wearing a costume, be able to wear it all day long.
Yeah, and definitely bring water. It's always important. If you are going to wear really tricky shoes, especially for a costume, bring backup shoes that are comfortable because you don't get to sit nearly as much as you think you would be able to. There's very rarely chairs for people to sit in, or you can sit on the floor, but it's not always fun, especially if you spend forever on your very nice costume. You don't want to sit on the floor.
Along those lines, do you think someone who's never been to a con before would be a good idea to maybe watch a couple different shows and have an idea of what they might see at a con, like say a bunch of Deadpools or Flashes or whatever, people use that kind of thing, they might want to check that out?
Yeah, you can definitely Google any of the Wizard World shows, any of the other cons, and look at show floor pictures and see exactly how many people come. Thousands of people come here, so it's going to be crowded. It's going to be outrageous costumes. Some costumes are going to be scantily clad, not really covered up. So if you are sensitive to that kind of thing, be aware that that's going to be on the floor too.
It's always kid friendly though. There are rules that you can't have your nipples out or anything. So it's definitely kid friendly unless stated very clearly otherwise. It's always they're very welcoming for everyone.
Yeah, there's no explicit nudity or anything, but you might see guys with their shirts off. You might see women body painted, but it's going to be a fun environment and a lot of things to see.
Yeah, and I think at every con I've ever been to, people are always really nice and really friendly, and you already have something in common just by being here. So you just make a lot of friends and get to talk to lots of new people, and it's always that's one of my favorite parts. Actually, my friend back there, Raven, is one of my best friends, and we met at a convention because we had the same costumes. So you never know.
Next question. Do you think sometimes people who have never been to, say, Artist Alley at a convention think it's all going to be comic book stuff? They don't realize the different types of art that are available. They might be a little weirded out about what they're walking into.
Well, yeah, it's not just comics. Of course it's a Comic-Con, but there are fine artists here. There are sculptors here, glass working artists here. There are people that make lightsabers and wood cut pieces.
Tattoo artists.
Right.
And
it's not just comics. So if you think it's just comics and that's not your thing, it's completely not that. It's a whole bunch of different stuff.
And I feel now it's almost like pop culture convention, not just comics. There's TV shows, movies, everything in between, and everybody's here to have a good time.
Now, what do you think is probably the cutest experience you've had at a convention so far?
The kids.
Yeah,
The kids.
I would say yesterday I was dressed as Rick from Rick and Morty, and this little boy came up, and he had he was also Rick, but he had Meeseeks in one pocket, a flask in the other, and a pickle Rick, and all this stuff, and he was so excited, so jumped across the table and took pictures with him, and it was the best.
Okay, last question. What do you do now that you didn't do when you first started working or attending conventions? What kind of things to take care of yourself are you doing now that you didn't do?
Eating before you go to the con or preparing food the week of, so you don't have to, when you come home, there's food already ready.
And you don't have to just eat pizza all weekend.
Definitely setting up where we have a comfortable space to work in the whole weekend, because this is our home for 3 days.
Right.
And then think also the first few conventions I would get really worked up trying to get so much new stuff done to have for each convention, and this time I just was stop stressing yourself out. Don't only sleep 2 hours a night.
I feel stressed out.
Well, less stressed. But sleeping 2 hours a night isn't going to help you really when you get there. It's better to have 10 things that you really love and are proud of versus 20 that are half-assed and not quite what you wanted them to be, and you're stressed out and tired from trying to finish them at the last minute. Just just take it easy and everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Hey, well, thank you so much for your time. Again, this is Mixed Use and Not Cool Companies, and this is what you should and should do at a con. Thank you.